In this video, I will disclose 5 techniques I employed to turn my long standing wish into a reality. For almost 6 years, I have been yearning to reunite with my mother who resides in Delhi, India, and I live in Canada. Despite my wishful thinking, I couldn't meet her in person due to intricate family dispute or politics. As time flew by, my mother turned 85 last year, and this realization struck me hard that I needed to see her soon. But I felt trapped in a hopeless situation, and the thought of seeing her seemed like a distant dream. That's when I stumbled upon the works of two unsung heroes who wrote about manifesting desires, and I started practicing those techniques. I was initially skeptical, but as I progressed, I began to notice positive changes in my life and a newfound sense of hope. I practiced these techniques diligently, and my long standing wish of meeting my mom soon became a reality. It was a simple manifestation technique that helped me realize my dream and was a surreal experience. As they say, truth is stranger than fiction. In my case, it was no exception. Claude Bristol and Roy Herbert Jarrett are two authors who have received less recognition than they deserve. Despite this, their works have made a significant impact on my thinking. Claude Bristol's book, The Magic of Believing, was published in 1948, just 3 months before his death. He firmly believed in a boundless potential without sacrificing our everyday needs. What sets Claude Bristol apart is his recognition of our desire for creative expression, romance, money, health, and success, and his encouragement to embrace them without feeling guilty or materialistic. Similarly, Roy Herbert Jarrett, who spent his entire life studying the working of the mind, published a small book, or rather a pamphlet, of only I think 20 or 30 pages called It Works in 1926. Like Claude Bristol, he also published his book when he was well into middle age. By combining the teachings of both authors and a little bit of insights from Think and Grow Rich, I have learned these practical steps for manifestation, which I want to share with you. One thing that emerged from these two great authors' work is the practice of writing down affirmations, desires, and aspirations. Both authors strongly believed in the power of writing words. They emphasized that words and phrases can act as personal talisman, reminding us of our magical power. Focusing on what we want can help us align our minds with the frequency of our desired objects. I have broken this process into 5 fundamental steps. These steps are so straightforward that you may overlook their significance. You may even dismiss them as being too simplistic to be effective. However, I can attest to its remarkable efficacy as someone who has tried this exercise. Step 1. Make a list of your desires. Make a list of what you truly want. It is crucial to have a clear understanding of your desires. To materialize your desires, write them down using a pen and paper instead of a handheld device, tablet, or laptop. I have tried using tablets, keyboards, dictation software to write my affirmations, but pen to paper is most effective. Putting your wishes on paper is the initial step to realizing them. It is the first act of creation. When you write something down, you commit yourself to a new reality. The act of writing on paper creates something tangible that did not exist before. Writing is the first step in bringing thoughts and desires into reality. There is something deeply satisfying about seeing your desires written on paper, and this simple act helps to strengthen your resolve. This is a private exercise, so do not share your desires with anyone. You do not need anyone's approval, so take as much time as you need to determine what you want. It is vital to feel completely free without any inhibitions. There should be no embarrassment or doubt. You do not need to convince anyone. Spend days or even weeks if necessary to ensure you're sure about what you desire. Write down what emotionally resonates with you. Step 2. Choose one specific desire. Step 2 involves reviewing the list of desires you created in step 1 and choosing the one you wish to fulfill first. Write a specific desire and the date by which you want to receive it. This desire must be given priority over others and should be the one you are most eager to manifest. Additionally, it is essential to highlight the date by which you wish to receive it. Selecting a specific desire with a deadline alters your frequency or vibration towards achieving it with a better focus and clarity. You are a powerful creative force. Despite your difficulties, there are always possibilities. I firmly believe that thoughts have extra physical dimensions, so it is essential to frame your desires ethically, and that allows reciprocity towards others. Once you feel you have nailed down what you want from a place of integrity, you are ready to move to the next step. Step 3. What are you willing to do in return? What value are you willing to offer in exchange? That is, you must decide what you will do in return for your desire. Write down what you are willing to do in exchange. Commit to the tasks you will perform in exchange for this desire to be fulfilled. For example, I had not seen my mom for 6 years. I wrote down my desire in July 2023 to meet her before the end of the year. I also wrote what I was willing to do in exchange. I decided to donate a portion of my income to charity, forgive those who wronged me, and send them blessings. Although difficult, I tried my best to forgive those who had caused me trouble. Strangely enough, circumstances aligned, and I was invited to see my mother by November 2023. I was both surprised and delighted that my desires had been fulfilled so closely and within the deadline I had set. Step 4. Create a note card. This step involves writing down your wish or desire in a note card you can always carry. Make this card your constant companion. Read and think about it often. It is recommended that you read your desire at least 3 times a day, once in the morning, once at midday during your break or lunch, and once just before going to bed. Dwell on it and think of it constantly. Step number 5. Remain silent. Remember to remain silent and not disclose your plans to anyone. Just express gratitude whenever you look at your note card as if you already received your gift. You will receive what is written on the card. It will come to you. I believe this works based on my own experience. When you take the time to be honest with yourself, narrow your desire to just one, make a special effort to write it on a card, and be completely transparent with yourself, you will be surprised by the results. Writing changes your frequency and you begin to vibrate at a frequency that matches the frequency of your desired object. I believe we are constantly making selections through our mental images, pictures, and emotionally charged thoughts. So, what's next? Follow these steps diligently with faith in the universal power. Observe for the arrival of what you desire. Keep an keen eye on potential opportunities that may come your way. Sometimes what you're looking for may come in unexpected ways or from sources that you wouldn't normally consider. It is crucial to remain open minded and not reject any possibilities that may present themselves to you. The help may come to you through a book, article, conversation, chance encounter with a stranger, or a comment from a friend, a YouTube video, etc. You never know where the help you need may come from. Remember that sometimes the most extraordinary things may come to you through ordinary channels. So it's essential to be watchful and unbiased. You may get potential lifelines, but you may fail to recognize them. That's why you must be vigilant and impartial during your manifestation process. In closing, Claude Bristol and Roy Herbert Jarrett provide a thoughtful method for using the power of writing to clarify and actualize your desires. By setting intentions with integrity, focus, and the law of reciprocity, we can work to align our vibrational frequency with what we seek. Most importantly, these great minds remind us to frame our goals ethically and remain open without prejudice to the many unexpected ways help and fulfillment may arrive. This open and grateful mindset is key to allowing the natural creative forces within and around us to manifest our highest aspirations. I suggest approaching this method with faith, enthusiasm, and personal adventure. In the comments, let me know how you will use this method, what resonated with you. Sharing this video with others can be the most profitable thing you can do. By doing so, you can help others and align yourself with the law of life that states that you get by giving. In return, you may expect prosperity and be rewarded secretly with a larger life. So, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and don't hesitate to share this video with your friends and spread the message.